We're in
frame.
I feel like I need to tell you guys a ghost story with this lighting. The way that it's.
Why am I so much more browner than you right here?
That's not true. Back in the depths of the woods. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Wintertime Open. This is your 46th annual. 46 years! Oh my goodness gracious!
46 years.
46 years.
Yep. Man.
First of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to the Oak Grove Disc Golf Club. Holy crap, this course has never looked better. No offense to anybody that took care of it before them, but holy crap, this course looks so good. Fresh tee pads, we got some tee signs out there. I mean, it looks amazing.
It looks amazing. All the fairways are manicured, trees are trimmed up. It looks great. Hopefully, the field is open for the weekend, and but yeah, it looks pristine, and we're ready to go. So
yeah, currently right now there's a they're reseeding. They're doing some putting some chemicals in there to reseed the field. So there's a giant fence where the baseball field, the multi-use field is what they call it. So that's not going to be in play. So it's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is, and we're going to deal with it the best way we can. You will see a couple changes that we didn't really want to make, but we had to make them. So here we go. Let's get into it.
Yeah, real quick, thank you to Mark and Susie Horn for all the years that they have carried this event on from the very beginning. It is one of the world's first tournaments, and they are amazing, and thank you so much to them.
Huge love to those guys, and glad to see them out there again, as always. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. All of the rules that, if we did or did not mention them in today's video, will be on the PDGA page. When you sign in to do the scorecard, all of the rules are on there. So whoever's running the scorecard is going to have all the rules. So please, before you throw, ask what the rules are for that hole. Please watch this video. It's very highly detailed, but we forgot to mention that. Thanks for watching.
So make sure to read the rules for every hole. They're all different. So there's some hazards, there's ropes, there's drop zones, a lot of stuff going on. Throw provisionals if you need to, and just make sure that read the rules, because I want to come back to us and all that kind of stuff. So make sure to read the rules.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
All right, guys, here we are. Oak Grove, hole number 1, 315 feet. This is going to be a par 3. We have a drop zone over here to the right. That's if you go out of bounds in any way, shape, or form, or you miss this mandatory. So if you're long out of bounds in the road, or you're over this fence on the left-hand side, go to the drop zone, okay?
Also, if you split the B tree, it is no good. You must be completely right of the tree.
Roger that.
Coming into the green here.
Coming into the green. There we go. All right, on to hole number 2. We've got 284 feet, par 3. You're going to ignore this mandatory marking here. That's not going to be in play. We have a forecast for some pretty bad weather, so we might have to move this basket shorter, but this will be the pin position that it's in if the weather's not bad. If there's water in the ditch, it's going to play as a normal out of bounds. I don't think we're not going to do a hazard this year. It does, yeah.
All right, on to hole number 3, 272 feet, low ceiling here. There is a mandatory on the left of this fairway. You must stay to the right of it.
Also, if you're over that fence in the field, you're out of bounds. Just play it where it was last in bounds.
Yeah, it should not come into play, hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean, you might get a crazy tree kick, but let's hope not.
Yeah.
Hole number 4, 380 feet, par 3. Really no out of bounds to speak of here. Last year we had an out of bounds line running up the left-hand side. We're not going to have that this year. Shouldn't really come into play. So just stay clean. Try to stay off the other fairway, please. But that's it. Beautiful hole. I want to move this farther back, don't you? Don't you want to move it back to the old 420 hole back there?
Love
the
to,
tee.
yes, yes.
That'd be so cool. Next year.
Next year, maybe. Yeah. All right, hole number 5. This is 431 feet. There will be a mandatory right here at this marking of the tree. You must stay to the right of it. If missed, you will proceed to a drop zone right about here by the bathroom up here.
The concrete surrounding the bathroom is going to be out of bounds, and then after that, you're going to have that OB line that runs up the entire right-hand
You
side.
will have an OB rope line that goes all the way on the right side and will loop around the back side of the basket. This is a par 4. You'll manipulate these 2 trees here to the fairway.
We're going to make sure the guy that does the bagpipes all day long is not going to be there.
Yep.
You guys have all seen the bagpipe guy.
Yeah.
All right, hole 6, 457 feet. This is last year's footage. This is a par 4. This hole looks a little different than what you're going to see here. We lost a lot of the trees up here, sadly. But it's going to be the same flight, and it's going to be the same par. But if you're on the road to the right, you're out of bounds. If you're on this land that we're flying over right now, you're inbounds. And if you're on the land where the basket is, you're inbounds. Everything else is going to be out of bounds. There's also an out of bounds line on the left-hand side that protects from the walking path. So it protects the walking path people. So if you cross that, you're out of bounds. Mark it where you were last in.
All right, we're on to hole number 7, the world famous Paul Harris hole. This is 222 feet, par 3. Last year we had it out in the field. We can't do that this year because of the fence line. So there's no restrictions on this hole. It's very short, 222 feet. Do ignore these markings on the trees. They will not be in play.
All right, hole number 8. Must stay left of that pole right there that we just passed, the power pole. Also must stay left of all of these. If you're over that fence on the right-hand side, you're out of bounds. The drop zone, we just flew over. It's 440 feet. This is a par 3, basically going to play like a 3.5. Changed positions this year. This year we're going to be straight ahead. That orange disc we just flew over is probably a pretty good landing zone. It's not going to be on this extended height pole, but that will be the position we play this year.
Yeah. And if it'll be in a parking lot on that previous hole, you will play normal OB rules.
Right.
So here we are in hole number 9. It is 305 feet. There is OB in a parking lot to the left. Hopefully that should not come into play. It's on the spine here. All asphalt is OB.
If you're on this dirt road that's straight ahead, you're not out of bounds, but if you're on concrete or asphalt, you're out of bounds. Hole number 10, we're going to have 2 different positions, one for AMs, one for pros. This is a double mandatory right off the tee. Shouldn't miss that. We didn't have anybody miss it the last couple of years. I'm super proud of you guys. Big high five. Par 4. So we're going to have a mandatory of this dying, dead, sad tree here on the left-hand side of your screen right now. It must stay right of that. The AMs are going to play 515 feet to the basket that we're going to fly up. Ignore that arrow there on the pole. We're not playing that. This is the AM position right here. We're about to fly up to right now, 515 feet. Famously eagled by Paul Macbeth 3 out of 4 times he played it one year. Pretty awesome. Our professionals this year are going to go the 615-foot pin that is just over this hill in a little circle of rocks back here. Same place we played it last year, and par 4. That's hole 10.
All right, hole number 11, 291 feet. There is an OB left over the fence beyond these trees right here. Hopefully no one gets over there. There's a lot of cactus and rough over there. And yeah, it should really have no restrictions other than that fence line right there.
Yeah, 291 feet, par 3. On to hole number 12. It's going to be our first desert hole. We've got 297 feet. It's going to be the long, straight pin position. If you're over this wired fence on the right-hand side, you're out of bounds. Play it from where you were last in. Just mark yourself back in. You get 1 meter. This is it, right here. Hole number 12.
All right, on to hole number 13. It's 310 feet, par 3. Right side is OB with the fence and cable over there. Play traditional rules. Come back, play where you were last inbounds. And it surrounds this basket, and the backside is also OB back there.
The fence is not this rock line. Rock line's past the rock line's safe.
Yeah.
Hole number 14, fresh tee pad here for everybody, 310 feet ish. Sorry, I didn't have my rangefinder. It's a par 3. It's going to be the second island. We're going to have that roped off so you can have the full definition of that. If you are outside of that island, it is a hazard. Play it from where it lies with a 1-stroke penalty. There's your basket. That fine gentleman that played my basket right there. Very cool. I appreciate you.
Hole number 15, 435 feet. This is the famous green monster hole. There's an OB left side of that dirt path road over there. If you're OB, please play from where last in bounds. There will be a rope line on the right side of this fairway also, and you will play from where last in bounds as well. All ropes, asphalt beyond this will also play from where last in bounds.
So you're going to ignore this basket that you just saw on the left-hand side of the screen. It's actually going to be in the position it was in last year. Jim is not putting at it. So you don't get to see if he makes it or not. So there, deal with it. Oh. Okay, hole number 16, 420 feet. This is a par 3, could be a par 4, but we decided to be mean a little bit. Yeah. So I'm sorry. It's a par 3, but really it could play as a par 4.
There's a mandatory left of that tree.
There's a mandatory left of the tree that was back by that picnic bench. Sorry, I missed that. It will be marked and very clear. And if you somehow make it to that bathroom, the concrete surrounding the bathroom is also OB. Please ignore these 2 mandatories. These do not come into play.
This is something new that we added this year. It's a 200 and...
It's going to be 280 feet for the AMs. For the pros, it's going to be 630. Your mandatory tree is this tree that's coming up on the left right here. Boom.
Yep, you proceed to go over these bushes, which are huge now and grown in, so we had to change the tee pad.
Yeah, had to change the hole up a little bit, and we decided to get pretty wicked with it and move it way back. So the AMs are going to tee off just back there to the right. Some of you know that tee pad. We'll have arrows and tee signs and stuff like that ready and waiting for you. So.
All fences and road and beyond here are OB, play traditional rules.
Right, over the fence is OB, street is OB. All right, hole number 18, 590 feet. This is a par 4. This is the way it's been played for at least the last 8 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe longer.
Yeah, definitely one of the toughest holes on the course.
Yeah, one of the toughest holes on the course. If you're in the parking lot over to the right, there will be markings for that parking lot. You're going to be out of bounds. Mark yourself for your last in. You have a mandatory tree right here on the left-hand side. Must stay right of that. The road over to the right-hand side is also out of bounds. If you land in that or beyond that, mark yourself where you were last in bounds. Don't hit this tree like I almost did with the drone. You're going to have an out-of-bounds line that runs the entire left side of this part of the fairway. If you're over that, you're out of bounds. And beyond the basket, there will be another out-of-bounds line. Just stay tight, stay clean, get your par, walk away with a smile.
And if the mandatory is missed, you will proceed to drop zone, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're late on that, and we're not even looking at the screen. Sorry, we were looking down. Okay. I don't care. Whatever.
Okay. So that's the final wrap up, everybody. Thank you so much for everybody volunteering, the players, all the sponsors that contributed, the Oak Grove Disc Golf Club, Pin Deep Disc Golf, Legacy Disc. Thank you all so much for everything they've done. Infinite Disc, Discovering the World. The list goes on. And you have anything to add to this?
I want to thank Steve Rico and Legacy Discs. If you guys want to support that company, you can go to LegacyDiscShop.com.
LegacyDiscProShop.com. Yes.
LegacyDiscProShop.com. I want to thank everybody that's spent money on PinDeepDiscGolf.com. Right now, my site has been I closed it temporarily until I'm going on a big trip. I'm walking from Mexico to Canada. It's going to be insane. I'm doing that on foot. Through the mountains.
That's a long walk.
It's a long walk. So my store is shut down. I've sold everything. But I didn't sell everything. I still have some stuff. It'll be at the tournament. If you want to support my trip and all that kind of stuff, please buy it at the tournament. He'll have a shop set up as well with Legacy Discs. Yeah. Huge thank you to everybody that supported us throughout these years. It's been 4 years in a row. We want to thank all of our whole sponsors and anybody who came out and physically volunteered, all of our spotters. Jerry, my man Jerry over here sitting quietly so that we can film this thing. Huge thanks to Jerry and again all the spotters that come out. Noel Barba. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks to the Oak Grove Disc Golf Club.
Yep, Oak Grove Disc Golf Club, and anybody watching this, all the spectators, come on out. We're gonna have a lot of vendors out there. It's gonna be a good time, so come on out. Hopefully, we get lucky with the rain. Does it rain? I don't know. We've been lucky the last, what, 3 years?
Yeah.
But who knows? But yeah, come on out, watch some great golf, and have some fun.
And live, laugh, love. Live, laugh. You guys are amazing. See you out there.